The home is the first school a child should attend. The parents are the first teachers a child should encounter. The type of individuals we groom in our various homes determine the type of individuals we have in our societies, in the church, in the school, in fact, all over the world. Now, the big question is, what type of individuals are you grooming in your various families? Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today on Parenting Issues, we are going to talk about morality. If you look at what is happening in the society today, you believe with me that moral values are gradually going down. In fact, every day. Go to the social media, even physically. Nobody wants to hear about morals again. Now, there's no doubt some parents are doing a whole lot to inculcate these moral values in their children, but then some are nonchalant because of the modern trend. They want to trend, they want to belong, they don't want their children to be backwards and all that. Only God knows what that means. Now, talking about morality, how do you raise a moral child? Morality needs to start from home. That was why from my introduction I talked about the home being the first school, the parents being the first teachers. Now from the home, before you push your child out there to the society, you need to lay solid moral foundation in that child. How can you do that? I want to talk about two things. I will talk about discipline and reward. So now, without discipline and reward, it will be very difficult to raise a moral child. Let me start with reward, because this is one thing that we don't always do. Beginning from early years, if a child starts something like walking, going to pool without messing the floor, using the correct facility for easing himself or herself, you need to reward the child. How do you do that? You clap for the child, you hug the child, you call the child pet names, you can even pet the child. It will encourage that good behavior so that the child will know, oh, this thing I did is good, let me continue with it. Same thing as discipline. When a child does something bad, you need to punish immediately, because that punishment will be like a withdrawn stuff for the child. The child will be like, this thing I did is not good. Remember, punishment is always unpleasurable. So whenever the body receives an unpleasurable thing, the child will tend to withdraw from doing that same thing again. But when the child does that and there is no unpleasurable thing, no unpleasurable effect on that child, the child will continue with that, thinking is the good thing. Now let me also talk about lying. Some children can be very honest while some lie. Now when your child starts lying a lot, you need to think about, are you punishing too much? Are you rewarding as much as you are punishing? There is this story I would like to share with you. A lady sent me a message on Facebook. She actually complained that the child, a girl of 3 years, urinates on her clothes even when she's awake. So she beats the child, real beating from what she said. So when she reached to me, I was like, did you say 3 years and you are beating her for urinating on her clothes? What happened is that you, as the mother, you did not give this girl the training she's supposed to receive at a particular age. So at 3, she's still urinating on her clothes. I thought that it's not all that bad to the extent of beating this girl. What you need, introduce a reward system. Every 1 hour, 2 hours, take her out to go and urinate. Tell her, go and ease yourself. Before you know it, the girl will get used to going out to ease herself when she is pressed. Now this lady practiced this. Within 2 weeks, she sent another message appreciating me. I said, oh, what you said really worked. Today my child no longer urinates on her clothes. So these are little things we need to do. So when you want to raise a moral child, be intentional about it. Leave no stone unturned. Even from infancy, remember the first 5 years is the foundation age of every human being. So at that foundation age, you don't allow the child to do certain things and leave it unnoticed. Notice the good ones. Very important. Notice the good one, no matter how little it is. Notice it and reward. I've said it before. Reward does not mean buying things, spending money. No. Verbal reward, appreciation, complimenting the child, very important. Now, lack of reward is the reason some of our teenagers are being pushed to peer pressure. It's also the reason why we feel our children are stubborn, that this or that, because no one compliments them at home. We don't notice the good things about them, we only notice the negative one. Now when you are always noticing the negative ones, you don't pay attention to the good things the child does. If that child goes out there and the friends are complimenting him or her, the friends are praising him or her, trust me, that child will always want to do the biddings of the friends, no, whether good or bad, because these are the people that are telling him or her, oh, you are good, you are good at this, you are doing this well, and you are doing that well. So parents, make sure you use these 2 tips I talked about to encourage moral values in your family. You need to punish when they do something wrong and reward when they do something right. Don't let your level of punishment to be higher than your level of reward. Use reward system more than you punish beginning from early years. It will help sink whatever moral values you want to teach in that child. It will sink better because everybody loves praises. The child would always want to be appreciated, thereby continually doing the good thing, so that he or she will receive that reward you are giving. Alright, before I do my closing formalities, I will not fail to remind you about our powerful books. The first one is Parenting Issues. This book will help you in proper child upbringing. Then the continuation is called Parenting Issues Volume 2. As a parent, you need these 2 books, both the volume 1 and volume 2. It's not expensive, it's very, very affordable, and we deliver nationwide. Even internationally, we deliver. Order for these books, read it and practice what you learned from it. It will help you in proper parenting of these 21st century children. Then the one I wrote for the teenagers, the one I'm using to teach them about identity crisis and modification. I also use it to teach them the need to be focused in life, to follow the first things first, to face their future first before talking about boyfriend and girlfriend. That book, a child of 12 years can comfortably read that book. It is called Between Love, Infatuation and My Identity. A lot of children have read it and they have called me. They learned a lot from this book. So don't miss out. Get it for your child. Until I come your way next time, see you. Bye bye.